Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Back in January of 2024, the Vietnamese Communist government grossly violated the human rights of Khmer Krom monks and his followers, which were condemned by the world community, including the United States government. Today, His Excellency Professor Dr. Ray C. Dam is sending an official letter to President and Prime Minister of Vietnam to demand a swift action of release of all the innocent Khmer Krom people that were falsely accused and violated their human rights, which guarantee their rights under the ILO Convention 169 in 1989. Now I shall read His Excellency letter in full. April 3rd, 2024. Her Excellency President Vo Thai Ang Sinh, His Excellency Prime Minister Han Minh Chinh, the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, Hanoi, Vietnam. Dear Madam President Vo Thai Ang Sinh and Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh, your government and the prior government before you have been and continually violating all the human rights statutes set and adopted by the world community at large under the governance of the United Nations on the righteous owner of the land, 21 provinces and 2 islands, also known as South Vietnam, after King Bao Dai was given administrative duty to governance the land under the French law of 49-733. Recently, the world community again spoke out via Radio Free Asia, dated March 28, 2024, and condemned by the United States government on April 1st, 2024, that your government grossly violated the human rights of Reverend Thach Chandara, the abbot of the Dai Thong Pagoda, the Tro Nung Se Pagoda in Khmer, and Mr. Kum Kieng in Tha Ban district in Vinh Long province, have been under the ILO statutes, ILO Convention 169, Article 5, which guarantee them the right to have social, cultural, religious, and spiritual values and practice, that have ratified the Indigenous and Tribal Peoples Convention 1989, ILO Convention 169 by 24 countries, which provides Khmer Krom's people, the tribal peoples in independent countries whose social, cultural, and economic condition distinguish them from other sections of the national community. As your 2 predecessors have been informed, I, Dr. Ray C. Dam, the true Khmer patriot with 12 international treaties, authority vested in me, the chairman and founder of Khmer Help Khmer Party, the commander-in-chief of Supreme Council of Khmer Help Khmer for Rescue, the permanent member of Committee 300, with full international protection and immunity under full jacket security level 3 to 5, was applied, attested, and affirmed under the Great Seal of the United States of America, number 632-258894, on behalf of the international community on January 20th, 1995, and ratified and reconfirmed on October 27th, 2020, together and conjointly with Sovereign Entity Statute under the United Nations, number 10-60847, pursuant to international treaties, agreements, agreed and entered. Record, Butler, Charles H., the treaty-making power of the means, United States Senator Committees, the Green-Hilton Agreement, Geneva, 1966, international consent, declares on the guarantee. The guarantee confirmed and established under Schweitzer-Innsbruck Conference, Innsbruck, Austria, 1964. Record, Democrat Royden J., the treaty-making power in defense of the Senate's part in treaty-making and the Foreign Controller of Gold Act, 1972. In the Senate of the United States, Volume 2, Chapter 7, International Panel, The Hague, 1968. I, Dr. Ray C. Dam, demands that the Socialist Republic of Vietnam cease and desist immediately of violating all the Khmer Krom people that are living on the land of their social, cultural, and economic conditions distinguish them from other sections of the Vietnamese communists and all the Ho Chi Minh doctrine of annihilating Cambodia and Laos by incorporating into the Federal Republic of Indochina of 80 provinces with the structure of 540 members of parliament as Socialist Republic Vietnam as the managing government. Established on December 24, 1955, and recently ratified on November 3rd, 2018, as being completely alien to the existing political reality, whereby Laos People Democratic Republic and Cambodia are independent nations, unassailed by such schematical nonsense. Your government must cease and desist Ho Chi Minh doctrine of violating all Khmer Krom peoples that are currently living on the land of their social, cultural, and economic conditions, distinguish them from other sections of the Vietnamese community, and forming the Federal Republic of Indochina without any conditions. I, Dr. Ray C. Dam, I am prepared with full global political support and financial viability that by the authority of the international powers vested in me, Senior Special Field Operation Officer, Commander-in-Chief, and the Alpha Omega's Code of Authority to make sure that your government will not succeed and may well bring major destruction to your country economy and stability of the government and at will. Madam President and Prime Minister, let me draw your attention that for the last 100 years, your government has only dealt with Cambodian leaders that have only self-interest, not the Khmer people's interest. Please be advised that this time is completely different from the past. I am not King Sihanouk or Pol Pot. I am not like Hun Sen. I am a real Khmer nationalist and Jesuit trained with lifetime permanent membership of the Committee of 300. I serve as Senior Special Field Operation Officer in agencies. I shall remain to bring peace to Cambodia at all costs with full and legal rights under the International Peace Agreement, the 1991 Paris Peace Agreement, to which your government was one of the signatories, and the French law of 1949, 49-733, that was annexed the 21 provinces and 2 islands to Bao Dai for governorship only. As I am Khmer and a permanent lifetime member of the Committee of 300, by the authority vested in me as Senior Special Field Operation Officer and Commander-in-Chief, I will use my power and authority to defend and protect the sovereignty, territorial integrity, independence, freedom, and liberty of my motherland of birth with every cost. I will never bow down my head, nor with the Khmer people ever surrender our freedom and liberty to any foreign adversary and any our enemy, including your government. I will utilize my international power at any cost and any option to defend and protect Cambodia's sovereign territory, independence, and integrity. Once again, Madam President and Mr. Prime Minister, please do not ever force us to choose our very last choice. You know too well that I will utilize my supreme authority power as a permanent and lifetime member of Committee 300 with an international network, sources, and connections to use every option to totally destroy this ineffective and superfluous political lunacy that is proposed to be run by a nation that is both humanly and historically vindictive and abusive to its own people. A country that is logistically and politically opposed to the very commercial and personal freedom that creates great enterprises and societies. No country in this world wants to be like Vietnam or be controlled by Vietnam. The entire idea is one of absolute insanity. In conclusion, I, Dr. Ray C. Dam, I am prepared with full global political support and financial viability by the authority of the international powers vested in me as the Senior Special Field Operation Officer, Commander-in-Chief, and the Alpha Omega's Code of Authority to make sure that your government will not succeed and may well bring major destruction to your country economy, which currently is facing financial instability of the government and at will. Madam President and Mr. Prime Minister, I hope you take my official acknowledgement seriously with action by restoring the rights of the Reverend Tuchan Dara, the abbot of the Daito Pagoda, the Tro Num Se Pagoda in Khmer, the Kim Tum Kieng in Ta Ben district in Vinh Long province, to be the abbot of the Daitong Pagoda, Tro Num Se Pagoda in Khmer, and release Mr. Kum Kieng in Ta Ben district in Vinh Long province from captivity, all full human rights. Sincerely yours, signed by Racy Dam, JD, MJD, PhD, Chairman and Founder of Khmer Help Khmer Party, KHK, Commander-in-Chief of SCKHK, Permanent Member of Committee 300. Signed by Ok Sorapet, PhD, Permanent Chief Cabinet of SCKHK and KHKP, candidate for Prime Minister of New Khmer Republic. Carbon copy, SCKHK Cabinet International Council of 8 Nation Council, Embassy of Vietnam in Phnom Penh, Hun Sen's Office and Hun Manait, Prime Minister of Cambodia, Embassy of the People's Republic of China, Embassy of the United States of America, Embassy, United Kingdom of England, Embassy of the Republic of France, the Office of the Secretary General of the United Nations, the Office of the General Secretary of the European Parliament. Thank you.